What's up, guys? Eddie Barber bringing you another mohawk fade. Check it out. I'm gonna begin with the balding wall 5-star, and let's get started. What I usually do is I'll follow this right to the temple line, and then I'm gonna bring that right on down back and connect with the rest of the mohawk that you may have been able to see. It was previously made here.
Check your credit score. Check your credit report at Experian.com, America's #1 provider of online credit.
If you don't have this machine, you could use your trimmers. Although you could also make them go dull a lot faster, and it's nice to have this machine to take some of that abuse. That way you still got a nice sharp pair of liners. So, alright, as you can see, I got that started there. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the other side and make sure that that's also going to be the same. So I'll start that right here. I'm kind of keeping an eye on the other side a little bit too, making sure that I'm staying pretty even. And another thing I'm doing is I'm using the mirror to make sure everything's cool. So. Even on both sides, looks good. Ready to do some skin. So I'm going to use the 5-star electric shaver. I'm going to leave just a little portion right here, just so I can do his edge. But above that and right next to it, make sure I take it all the way down. Also, another thing I'm doing is as I get to that line, I'm kind of like peppering it and flicking it, and not really trying to make a huge line with this. Just trying to be careful about this part. Just kind of flipping it into there. On this side, he's going to have his beard line kind of come in a little bit, so on this side it's okay. Up to the other side, do the same thing. Right. Alright, I'm going to take, you can take any wall you got, or really any clipper you got, and just open the taper by pushing the lever down. Once you've done that, you just go through and you want to create just a little second line here.
Yes, he is. He's coming in. She's the guy. Well, he's going to have to run. He doesn't have a running game, but that's the guy that I got my eye on in this case.
Basically, you want to give yourself enough room that you can fade it from there to the skin. Nice and easily. Once you got that one, you put the 1.5 on. And you can open it, come right up all the way to the top. And that's with the open. Don't be afraid to go too high with this machine, because it's also going to help emphasize his mohawk on the top too anyways. I'm closing it, just close the taper lever. I'm going to go just underneath where I was. It might look like you're going in the same spot. You got to go until you hear the noise. If you don't hear no noise, you ain't cutting it. Okay, done with the 1.5. Going down to the regular number 1, otherwise known as the 1/8 open. Got it open, going just underneath that area I was in. closing it. Trying to go just a little bit lower. As I reach into that other length, I make sure that I kind of got it tipped on its side a little bit. If you gotta go a little higher, high enough to get a line, you gotta go up. I mean, there's just no other way around it. I'm gonna open this up a little bit, just clean up a little bit right here. If you make a line, all you do is you go back a step. So if back a step means just to open this, in this case, that's what it meant. Back a step could also mean you go back to another guard. Okay, I'm gonna put on this one. This is your 1/16. I got it open. And now I'm just concentrating right here, almost right where I made that first line. And that second line there. You'll see most of that line go away. Keep an eye on your mirror. Make sure everything's looking good. And come on back. Now I'm going to do it with this. I did it with it open. And now I'm going to just close it just a little bit. And I'm going to wipe out a good portion of this line. In the back on the mohawk fade, you kind of want to be careful. You know, you're going to put a line in at the very bottom anyway, so you want to just be, not doing too much in the back. You want to find a good spot where you can meet your line up and you can end your fade. You can see that's looking real clean. Very bottom, I'm just going to blend the whole thing in. I'm going to repeat the process on the other side. Alright, so check this out. All I did was I repeated the same step on the other side just to save you some time. And now I'm just going to come in here. Kind of got the sun shining in here a little bit now, so it's messing my picture up. But I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to make my line kind of a little bit at the bottom, and then as I come to the top, I'll just start scooping, and then that way it can just kind of blend off the edge here. I'll come to the other side, beat it.
Nice having the water a little
Usually
bit
use the mirror. Just go ahead, chip into it just a little bit, and then you got to use the mirror to make sure that you're in good shape. But as you also get to this part, just scoop up, so then that way you can get a really nice transition fade from here to here. Just gonna go through, edge them up, and I'll show you guys the final cut. Alright guys, that's another mohawk fade. I'll just show you the rest of it.
Philadelphia Eagles, who heard wide receiver Deshaun Jackson say this week leading to the team's matchup with Tampa Bay, the quarterback Terrell Reavers can't keep up with him. He can't run with him.
And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Check out my Instagram, Mr. Eddie Barber 1.